No, what's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me? Is everybody here? Oh, yo, nice. What's up, guys? Man, can't believe it's Sunday already, and we already have everything crashing, bro. I honestly wish that I was going. Um, I wish that I was going live a little bit later because I want to see what futures are doing. I don't think they're open right now, but actually, let's check futures. Futures market. Where's it at? I think it's called Bloomberg CME stock market. I forgot what it was called, but stock market futures trading trade station. Is that what it is? How's everybody doing, guys? Yo, what's up? What up, guys? Nas 100's open. Yeah, Nas 100 should be open. Oh wait, that's right. Nas is open. Let me see. How's Nas doing though? Global Prime Nas 100 on. We'll do a Wanda. Oh, it's moving up. So that means that future should probably be. What the hell is this? Oh, that's right. I was looking at my aliens. These are the aliens that I have right now. We'll look at futures though. We'll look at futures. We'll look at everything because I want to see. And yeah, they're right. Nas 100 is open right now, so we should definitely be able to see. Um, we should be able to see what's going on. Point oh 0.02. Oh wait, these aren't even mine. Never mind. I thought those were my shout out from the UK, my man. Yo, dude, what's up? The UK? Damn, bro. What time is it in the UK? What time is the UK, man? Nas 100's running. Look at that. It's gunning a little bit. I don't think it's gonna hold up though. I'll be completely honest. I don't know if it's gonna hold up. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. Let me see. Let's see exactly what's going on. Cause yeah, I mean it's pushing. Look at that. Nas 100 is pushing, but I don't know if it's gonna hold up. See, it's already overbought right now. What about the 3 minute chart? I mean it's gunning it, but I don't know, dude. I don't know what it's. I have no. I don't know what it wants to do right now. Nas one. I mean, it looks like we're moving up, but I don't know how long this is gonna last, honestly. I mean, let me see. We have some sort of trend here. I mean, yeah, we do. Trend. We'll go super wide to make this pretty accurate, but let's go deeper to the 5 minute. Yeah, I mean, this is cool, but look at that. Look, you have that push up, but immediately you have another little candle that's starting to sell off. Let's look at the 1 minute. Look at that. You already have the NOS 100 selling off a bit. Look at that. If you see this thing dive down, tomorrow is gonna be so freaking ugly, dude. So freaking ugly. If we see the NOS 100 just dive right now. What's up, everybody? UK. I asked you last time you went live if it was okay to buy puts. I mean, you can buy puts anytime you want. I don't handle your money and stuff. I'm personally not doing anything, just kind of holding, bro. I'm not really shorting the market right now. If anything, I'll probably get into some Nas 100 shorts. But I mean, look at that. We want to see how this actually works out because the Nas can definitely do a lot of stuff right now, and it looks like it wants to sell. Look at that. It's already selling off. Look at that push down, right? We have a what on the 1 minute? You have a trigger right now for a sell off right here. So you jumped up and then now you're starting to move down, but we'll see what happens because shout out from Bermuda. Yo, Bermuda, what's up, man? How's the triangle over there? That's horrible, dude. London, fuck, man, London, Poland, Jesus, dude. I didn't know I didn't know people from anywhere else watch me apart from the U.S., man. That's crazy. Patreon OG here, Tony from Ireland. Loving your content on there. Thanks, man. You know what? I went to Ireland. I mean, I don't know if we already, I think we already talked, but um, I went to Ireland for my honeymoon. I went to a couple places for my honeymoon. I went to, oh, wait, it's reversing. You know what? I'm actually pretty happy that NOS 100 is open because it gives us a pretty good insight of what's going to happen. If we can break this trend on NOS 100, I think we can do pretty well. It's pushing. Look at that. It's pushing. It's pushing nicely. Those are some really nice bullish candles on NOS. If you can break this, right? If you can break this trend, then I think you're gonna keep pushing to the upside. And if we do that, where would be the next? Yeah, I mean, if you push up, you're gonna probably settle around this range right here. You're probably gonna settle somewhere like here, somewhere like right there. So I mean, if you keep pushing to the upside and you break this downtrend right here, you'll probably push to somewhere like right here. I think so. That's probably where you're gonna end up. If NOS 100 keeps running up, you're probably gonna end up somewhere like right here. Obviously, still not at highs, but you're still gonna end up somewhere here. You still have a long way to go though. Where's the last? Yeah, look at that. From highs, how far are we all? How far are we away from highs actually? Well, too much. Let's go to daily. Yeah, you're still. I mean, you're still kind of far away from these highs, right? That's not. You're what? Like, yeah, you're like 12, 10% away. It's not that bad, honestly. I mean, you're not that far away where it can't happen, but it's pushing. It wants to push up. But look at that. Look at that. Whoops. Wrong one. Look at this. It's not, it doesn't want to break it. You see that? Watch, even if we go down to the 1 minute. Look at that. See, look at that. Perfect, perfect, perfect drop right there. Look at that. Perfect drop on, perfect drop on touch of trend. Look at that. So I mean, this is kind of a pretty, this is a pretty serious point right now, right? If you have futures right now, if you have the NOS 100 break this trend, then I think we're going to be pretty solid. And again, keep in mind this is the upper trend, right? This is the major downtrend. Watch. Let me go to the 15, I think. Let me see. Yeah, so you have major, right? This is your major downtrend right now. If you can actually break this, then you have a really good shot at coming back to like 14.7, something like that. I think so. But you got to break it, right? If you don't break it, you're gonna go all the way. Look at that. See, you're not breaking it. You gotta go. You gotta break that point, man. You gotta break that point, or else you're not gonna get anywhere. I'm telling you guys right now, if you don't break that point, you're not gonna get nowhere. But anyways, let's go back to the chat and then let's kind of hang out with everybody. Point one Oz mini short open. Tyler, dude, nice. I, I I would have only shorted right here. So look at that. Look at that. Watch. You're breaking above. Look at that. Look at that break. Look at that move. Look at that break. Oh, this is gonna get good. We'll zoom in a little bit so everybody can see. But look at that break. Look at that break above trend right there. Look at that break. You have to start breaking above that. And again, keep in mind this isn't a major trend, but this is the major trend that we're on right now. So we'll do this like up here, like right there. But look at that. See, you have to start closing candles up here in order for us to, look at that. See, look at that. That's perfect wick up there. Look at that. Perfect sell on the minute. Tyler, if you're shorting, you should short it right now. Like literally right now, you should short it. If you're thinking about if you're shorting the NAS, you should do something like this. Like short it here, add your stop loss above this wick, and then there should probably be open, possibly down to like here. So that's what? That's a four and a half R&R. I would take this short all day. Look at that. Look at that sell off. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that big candle. Look at that big bear candle. Yeah, dude. If we start really running down like this, if you start really crashing like that, and you don't break this trend, you're probably gonna see new lows. If this breaks right here, right? What is this? This low of 14,393. If this breaks, you're going a lot lower. I'll tell you guys that right now. We're going a lot lower if that doesn't break. See, look at that. That's a nice little that's a nice little candle right there. And I'll give you guys right now what I think how low we can actually go, right? Look. we'll go to low here, and we'll do that touch of trend, right? Look at that. So, Tyler, if you're shorting this, take it all the way down to that first trend like I showed you. I showed you, bro. Take it down to like right here. To 1424, like 14245.8. If you're taking this short, look at that. That's a 13 R&R. You're basically making that's 1300%, right? I mean, give yourself some wiggle room, right? Because look, you should probably have your stop loss like right there. Obviously, relative high right here. But if you're gonna short this, you should short it this way. Because look at that. We're starting to run to the upside. Look at that. Look at that push right there. Oh man, this is it wants to break it. It wants to break it. Man, I'm getting too excited. We gotta go back to the chat. Hold up. We gotta go back to the chat. Um, Microsoft and Tesla earnings will save us. I hope so. Um, so I want to talk a little bit about Microsoft and a little bit about let's talk about Microsoft first, right? We'll let this kind of run a little bit. We'll let the Nas 100 run, and we'll come back to this. Um, but let's do this. Let's go to Microsoft, and then let's see if we can do something else here. So I wanted to talk about Microsoft because Microsoft is um it's the most traded stock in the political world, right? So as far as politicians go, and as far as government, Microsoft is the biggest held position by a lot of big political powers, right? So it's kind of if Microsoft ends up hurting, right? If Microsoft ends up getting hurt, there's a big chance that you might actually see an even further sell-off because there's like I'm pretty sure Microsoft is one of the biggest held positions by political figures. Obviously, you have like Nancy Pelosi. You probably have the Kennedys still holding Microsoft. You probably have a lot of the big funds, a lot of the big money, all government. You have a lot of the um, what is it called? The military forces. So I mean, Microsoft comes into a lot of plays, man. It comes in very, 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 very heavy, with a lot of stuff going on. And what worries me a little bit is you already kind of have sort of breaks in trend, right? Like you already have like break, like you have a full weekly candle above trend, right? I mean, we can definitely take this back a little bit more, like here. I mean, if you were to consider major trend, you'd probably do like this, right? Something like that. And the really bad thing here is if you break here, right, there's not a lot of things that can really stop you from heading down that low. I mean, you have like sort of smaller trends like this, then you have minor trends like that. So right now you have three trends on Microsoft, right? There's three trends going on. You have the major trend right here, which is basically it clicks on the 2018 fall, right? 20 yeah, it's from the 2018 fall, the stock market fall. You have COVID, and then you have smaller minor trends, right? So depending if Microsoft has really bad earnings, I think it's going to be a really good indication of where the market is going overall, and I think you'll see a drop to like 270 on Microsoft, I think. It's probably maybe a little bit lower, possibly to like 260. But I think it'll probably run down to this mid trend. And if it does end up breaking candles under here, you can more than likely see a really big fall, possibly close to, I'd say close to levels of these peaks of February of right before the pandemic, which was around $200. Um, keep in mind that's what I think can happen if Microsoft has bad earnings, or if you just see in general Microsoft selling off, because you do have a lot of support, right? Which is the good part. I mean, I'll get rid of these trends because we don't need them right now. I'll leave this minor one. Actually, I'll leave them. There's no reason for me to take them off. So I'll leave these minor trends, right? So you guys can remember. Let me actually highlight them a little bit more to kind of help you guys out. But yeah, Microsoft is probably the biggest ticker being traded through political figures. So, it's very indicative of what the actual market is going to do. If you see Microsoft tank, I don't really care about Amazon or Google or Apple. Microsoft is going to be your key factor here because it's like I said, it's the biggest ticker that's being traded by the government or political figures, right? So, um, it's going to be an extremely huge play, right? If you have Microsoft actually doing some crazy stuff, um, there's a really strong chance that if Microsoft drops, you're going to see the whole market drop heavy, heavy, heavy. So Microsoft does have pretty good support all around. I'd say here, probably here somewhere, like there. I mean, I don't want to go too in depth because we don't need a bunch of support right now. But I mean, you have a lot of good support in a lot of good places, right? I mean, if it drops, you can, Microsoft can probably drop to 281. If I was already trading this, I would say 100%. I'm already bearish on Microsoft going down to 281 because you already had full bear candles close under this what 304 support. So, a big part of me is like, you already closed candles, like bear candles, full bear candles under this. Not only did you close bear candles, you closed a violent close on the day, this past Friday, right? So if you're part of the Patreon, I explain what a violent close is if you're closing a bear trigger, under the 30, and then that's essentially it, right? You have um, the stochastic under the level 30 and then down, and then you have a trigger on the bear side. Um, up actually, is it down here? So I forgot what. No, no, yeah, yeah, it's up here. Yeah, it's up here. So when you actually have a green bubble above the zero, and when you have the stochastic under the 30 line, the 30 level for the stochastic, it's considered a violent close, right? Last time you had that on the violent close, you went from, you dropped from 321 to 304. So you dropped the full $20, right? And you just closed that on Friday. So you have what? 303. So I mean, yeah, look at that. So a full $20 would be down perfectly at 280. Um, so Microsoft is kind of key this upcoming week or whenever earnings are, which I think are going to be possibly when are earnings, I think, for Microsoft. I forgot when the earnings are. It's this week, right? January 20, oh yeah, January 25th, which coincidentally is the same time that fucking what is it called? Jerome Powell speaks, right? Um, so it's kind of insane to think about that. The same day that Jerome Powell is actually talking, you have Microsoft with their earnings. But I think that if Microsoft has bad earnings or if there's an extremely bad reaction, with Microsoft, I think it's going to be insane, man. I think the drop that we're going to see is going to go even further out, or sorry, further down. So it's as of right now, Microsoft usually always kills it. So I don't want to say I'm like crazy worried, but I'm not exactly the happiest person right now because you can definitely have what is it called? Look at that. Nas 100 breaks to the upside. Tyler, if you're still holding that short, you're probably F right now. So shout out to Tyler for shorting the Nas 100 and probably getting stopped out right now. Um, Damn, what is up with my internet? Can you guys hear me pretty good? My internet is kind of being funky, man. What's up? No alerts today. Yo, what's up, Flair, dude? Sorry, bro. Can you I'll notify the YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Can you guys can everybody hear me? Pretty sure everything is going. Stop streaming. 514, 400. Damn, is my internet like really bad right now? Can you guys hear me at all? Bitcoin skyrocketing? What? Is it really? I hope so. Oh shit. Oh, what the hell? Fucking Bitcoin, dude. What? About to get stopped out. Dude, what the hell happened to Bitcoin, bro? Look at that. Look at that run right now. What? Where's that 4 hour? Look at that. You just closed the four. You're gonna close a fresh 4 hour candle right now. Oh, dude, if you guys are part of the Patreon, throw something into the what is it called? Throw something into your Forex account. I'm probably gonna lose money on this, but I'm gonna YOLO probably today. My chart looks ugly because I have monthly and weekly support, so don't mind this. But look at that, dude. What the heck? Talk about big ol' orders on Bitcoin right now, dude. What? Look at that. Um, I mean, you broke range. I think as of right now, we're headed to 37K more than likely. Well, actually, well, never mind. We're actually on market structure here, so don't be surprised if you actually see it coming back down from here. But it's moving, dude. It's moving hard. Bitcoin just fucking popped, dude. What? That's insane, bro. Okay, good. Connection's good. Nice. Yeah, it's showing my for whatever reason my connection is showing that it's bad. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see my screen, but this is crazy, bro. Look at that. Look at that pop. Keep in mind, you are so we'll get rid of this because we don't need that anymore on Bitcoin. But you are on, I want to say second tier market structure. We'll go probably like right here, right? So as of right now, you are on second level market structure right here. We can kind of expect it to stay in this level. If it breaks out of this level, breaks out of this 37,090, then the next level that we're going to is 39K. But see that, look at that. You already have a small little pushback, but we'll see what's going on with that. That means that Nas 100 is more than likely pushing pretty hard also. Yeah, it's pushing and it broke trend. Look at that. Yeah, you broke trend. So I mean if anything right now, you might see a you might see a retrace here to retrace and retouch this trend and then push up, or sorry, push up like this way, or you might just straight up push up to like this area. So we'll see what happens. I'm still kind of bearish on everything, right? I'm not gonna be fully bullish until until we actually start closing a bullish week on Bitcoin. Keep that in mind. I'm still bullish. No reason for me to not be bullish, honestly. Yeah, no reason for me to not be bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, sorry, no reason for me to not be bearish on Bitcoin. I'm still bearish on Bitcoin. In order for that to change, I need what is it called? I need Bitcoin to close a bullish week, and then I'm 100% bullish. As soon as that week closes, I think Bitcoin's gonna run to the freaking sky, dude, to like Mars or whatever. ADA long term though, dude, if you're holding ADA 3Ls, I mean, if you're holding ADA 3Ls, we're gonna be doing real good. But again, Bitcoin's got to keep. I mean, Bitcoin's pushing, right? Bitcoin's pushing pretty good, but again, you're in this new trading range. I'm expecting a drop. I hope it doesn't, but I'm still bearish on Bitcoin unless the weekly, right? On the weekly, unless we create a little red bubble here and it actually closes, I'm not bullish on Bitcoin at all. Not yet. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin at all. I'll just make that very clear. Unless we actually close, I'm expecting Bitcoin to do this to like this pop and then possibly come back down to like trend or something like that. That's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do. If it keeps pushing to the upside, I would be extremely happy. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see, dude. We'll see, guys. I got SPY 430 puts right now, already up about 130%. That's good, man. That's really good. I hope your SPY puts are a little bit more for not. I hope they're not weeklies. Because right now, if they stay consistent, right, and if Bitcoin keeps pushing and if Nas 100 keeps pushing, that means that the SPY is going to recover pretty hard. I'm telling you that right now. If Nas keeps pushing, right, look at that, still pushing, right? Nas 100 is still pushing. If Nas 100 pushes to this level, then then SPY is probably going to push to like SPY will probably go back to like I'd say above 443. If everything else is pushing right now, expect the SPY to hit something up there, like a little bit more than 440 for sure. But see, look, you're already having that drop on the Nas. Look at that. See, right? You're already having that drop. See, like I would not be surprised to see Nas drop back to trend and then run up. Or again, I'm still bearish, so I would also not be surprised to see Nas from here just dump all the way down and create new lows. So this is cool, but I don't want to get excited or ahead of myself because, you know, it's one of those things where I'm not trying to, get into something without confirmation because I've already been stung in the past for doing things without confirmation. So I definitely don't want to get into anything that I, that I shouldn't. GM, yeah, GM doesn't look that good anymore. But again, it'll look good. GM will look good as long as the market's doing good. But you had a market wide sell off. So I mean, you can't really base the sentiment of one stock now. I mean, if I had to guess right now, right? I mean, you're closing full bear candles under the daily, so I'd guess that GM is probably going to go lower. Where's my internet? There we go. Um, I'd probably say it's probably going to the next. If it doesn't recover quickly, I mean, there's like you have like a set here. You see, probably have there, probably have. It's on. I mean, it's you're on support for GM, so it's not completely bad. But if you break this 50 what? Look at that. See? It's like perfectly on there. So if you break that support at 52.58, I can expect this to run back up and get back on trend, right? If you break this and you go lower, you're going down to 48.52. And if you break that, you're probably going down to what? You're probably going down to like $45, which is the next support level, the next major support level, like right there. Again, can't really do too much on GM because the whole market is kind of funky right now. Um, I'll give you TA on this, right? But it really just depends on the SPY. Like, what does the market do as a whole? What's going to be the news on Wednesday? I'm not really a big news trader, but it's kind of hard to ignore when Jerome Powell can definitely decide a lot of things, right? So, we'll see what happens on the minute. It looks like we might push up to the upside. We might see a violent close on the bullish side right now in the 1 minute. See, look, it's pushing up. It's pushing up again. So that means that Bitcoin is probably starting to push up again as well. So if we go to Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin's dropping. Look at that. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Just because you see this little pop doesn't mean that we're bullish, right? This can just be a small little dead cat bounce. You have a very small gap right here between 35,600 and 35,635. Not really sure how well gaps get filled on Bitcoin, but I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin drop down to trend. Look at that. See, you're starting to see some nice little sell-off candles there, but we'll see what's going on. What do you think about Crow? I'm holding Crow. All I'm doing really is just kind of stocking up on Crow. I like Crow long term, very long term. I like to call it my millennial 401k. I as of right now, if you guys have been watching my channel, I do have three strong nodes running, right? I got three strong nodes. Already have 10.3 strong accumulated. So after this live, I will be creating my fourth node. Um, Also, good news. Strong actually has um, the strong CEO actually said that they are looking into a tier one listing into another platform, into another exchange. So right now you can only find Strong in in two places, right? You can only buy Strong on Uniswap, but it's kind of a versus pair against Ethereum. Or you can really the only place you can get it on is KuCoin. But I think once Strong actually gets listed on more popular platforms, which I think it will, obviously these are called tier one listings, right? So I think Strong is gonna get listed on Binance, and I think eventually it might get listed on Coinbase. I think Binance is probably the more probable listing, and I actually think that sorry, I actually think that Kraken would maybe list might list Kraken and crypto.com might list strong. I actually think there's a strong chance I think there's a strong chance of crypto.com, Binance, and what else did I say? Crypto.com, Binance, and Kraken listing strong. I think there's a really good chance. But as of right now, my strong is worth 464 times 10.3. So 464 times 10.3. If I were to cash out right now, I would cash out $4,700 from my strong rewards. But I'm going to use all of this to actually make another node today after this live. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to pull out any of my rewards for as profit. I'm taking everything out as just to make another node. See, you're already seeing that little sell off. Thankfully, you're not really trading down too much. It's kind of like sort of like sideways trading. You're trading within range. Once this closes bullish, you can probably expect another run to the upside, right? Because we need a bullish trigger. We need the stoke a little bit lower. It doesn't have to be that low, but look at that. You have a nice little run. If this closes in 51 seconds bullish, I'm expecting a run to the upside. I'll tell you guys that right now. GM, Bitcoin skyrocketing. What is USA's best selling products? Ones that are made in the USA. The USA's best selling products? I don't know, man. Probably food. Maybe fast food. Best selling product. I don't know. The US's best selling product. What is the US best selling product? Oops. Let me see. Corolla. Michael Jackson's. Not all time, just in the US. Skincare mask, tax help, wallet friendly toilet paper. I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess what the best selling things in America are, I'd probably look at, I mean, maybe toilet paper, fast food, water, things that people use every day. I don't know, man. It'd be very hard to answer that honestly. I don't have the information of that. Um, can you look at cost? Yeah. I mean, like I said, cost looks really good. I mean, I'm pretty sure all those 32, 30 seconds. So I'll do Costco really quick right now, but let me see where this closes. I want this to close in 20 seconds. Look at that. That's a nice little push, but I want this minute candle to close bullish, and it will. As long as this red dot is here, and as long as we're oversold on the stochastic, we're creating divergence, right? See? Point one. What the hell? What did I just do? Right? So you got point one, point two. There you go, just closed. Point one, point two. Look at that. You see that breakout? What did I just tell you guys? What did I just say? I said if we close that bullish candle, you're gonna see a breakout. Look at that right away. You saw that breakout right there. See? You see that divergence right there? And you're about to have the 50 MA cross over the 200 as well. But again, this needs to keep pushing to the upside. So we'll come back to this later. But I was gonna look at cost. I forgot about that. Cost. I mean, I think Costco is doing well, man. I think Costco's not gonna go anywhere, honestly. You know, Costco, I mean, where did it sell off from? 564 to 480. Oof, that's a big drop. But you know what? Didn't the I think consumer spending dropped, right? I think consumer spending dropped. I would probably buy Costco right here, to be completely honest. I'd be buying Costco right now on Monday. I would buy Costco on Monday open, 100%. You have a little bit more divergence as well here, right? See, look at that. From here, all this section right here is divergence. Same thing right now. You have this right here. Divergence here. Whoops. Why does that keep happening? I'm not even clicking it. Here, divergence. I'm trying to, there you go. Jesus. You have that bullish trigger, right? Perfect entry. Technically, would be considered a perfect entry. If you're part of the Patreon, this is a perfect entry, right? Stochastic at lows, and then you have a red bubble created back on Friday. So I would be buying this up all day long, all day long, all day long. Is it actually going to run up super high back here? I don't know. I would probably expect a run up maybe to 518 before you see another drop. Um, so I mean, if I think Costco right now is at a really good entry. So either it runs to 518 and then it drops down, or from here it keeps pushing. But I think this week you're gonna see Costco run up to 518, probably before Jerome speaks on Tuesday. I'll be completely honest. That's probably gonna happen. Missy Flare, some buffering. Let me see. Sol at 100. Who would have thought? Yeah, dude. Sol is. Let me see. I mean, Solana's pretty good, but I would rather buy other things instead of Solana, honestly. I don't know if I would really buy. I don't know if I would buy too much of Solana. Especially after that incident where they where Solana themselves um like blocked their own chain and all the stuff going on. Like I mean, and it looks ugly. Their chart looks ugly. I'll be honest. Like their chart does not look good. Let me see. Solana's retrace. Where's Solana retracing to? Something like this. Yeah, it already passed 618. I mean, unless you like, I don't know where it's gonna wick, but it looks kind of ugly. It looks like it might go all the way down here. Yeah, the weekly is bullish. The daily is about to run. The daily is about to run. Maybe bullish a little bit, but it looks the same as any other crypto right now. Everything is just down. So I mean, you have that's too low. I'll probably do like this. You have major downtrend right here. So I mean, if Solana can manage to break this, right? If you can run up and actually break that trend, then great. You know, then you're probably headed in the right direction. But as of right now, as of late, it's kind of hard to determine where everything is going to be really set up, right? So, you know, let me see if I can do a second trend here, like another like a minor trend here, like that. Yeah, I mean, you have a major trend here that started from November 7th, obviously, and then you have a second minor trend here, right? So if you actually manage to run and pass this here, this minor trend, you can probably go to like, 190 again, somewhere around this area. But apart from that, it's Solana's dropped a lot. I don't know too much about the blockchain of Solana or what it runs on, what it does. Um, so I'm not too optimistic about it. I'm sorry. So I mean, I would probably put my money into something else. I would probably just buy like more Matic or something. If I had the choice of buying something, I'd probably just do like more Matic or maybe more Ethereum, probably. No idea. Let me see. Let's go back a bit. BTC about to break out again. I can hear you nice. We hear you. Your connection is good. Sounds good. ADA long term. Yeah, I still like ADA. I'm in ADA 3.0 right now, but I'm down bad. I'm down a lot on ADA. ADA 3.0. In my opinion, this run for BTC will be short lived. It's going to 20K. I don't know if it's going to 20K. I'm still bearish on Bitcoin. Um, right now, I have a target of I think 30, like 31, like 30K to 33K. Where's actually my target? Here. 32,974 before or within January 27th. That's what I'm thinking. Because this run up is cool, but it's not like it's not anything crazy, right? I mean, the run up is nice, but there has to be more confirmation, right? Like even right now, right? You ran up to here, you're about to do another bear trigger, so as of right now, I'm probably expecting this to do this like that, and then probably go like that. That's what I'm expecting Bitcoin to do right now, right? You might see it run up a little bit and then drop, or you might just see it drop. But I'm still bearish on Bitcoin, and there's still a very strong chance that it's going to like 33K, at least for my next target. I think it's going to 33K. See, you're already seeing the small sell off right there. I hope it doesn't sell off. But again, I'm still bearish as long as the weekly is bear. I'm still bearish. There's no reason for me to not be. Kind of have sort of the redmond like the little starts of a reverse head and shoulders, but we'll see. You're probably going to close the bear trigger right now, so expect the Nas 100 to probably go down a little bit. Yeah, I already closed. Look at that. See, it closed. So I'd probably take the short here, maybe down to like 14,510. That's not a big short, honestly, but I would not be surprised to see it come down. Not be surprised. Look at that. Look at the sell wall. Look at that sell wall, dude. That's insane. Super crazy on that sell wall right there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I would very much like for this to break to the upside, like up here. Um, but we gotta wait and see what the pressure is like. There's a lot of different pressures going on what is it called? Um, damn, what is wrong with my internet, dude? It is not performing today at all. I apologize about that. My internet is not good. Loading more AVAX. Yeah, AVAX is pretty low. I want to buy AVAX. I think I hold like a very small position in AVAX right now, apart from my 3L. So I do have about a grand in AVAX 3L, which I'm completely okay with for now. Um, but I do want to add more. I do want to add more Avalanche. I just want to see what the highs are. What are the highs of Avalanche actually? How low is it? Yeah, see, I thought we were gonna break out here, but you just kept running and then you broke down again. 55, highs of 145. Yeah, everything is kind of a 3x from where it used to be. So I mean anything at the levels they are now, you're gonna get like sort of like a 300% gain if we do end up going back to these all-time highs, right? So look at that. What is that? 127? Wow, that's actually very little. I thought it was gonna be more. 64, 120-ish, one. Yeah, yeah, it's about 100 something percent. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these are going to be either a lot of the alts that I've seen are if we go back to all-time highs, you might see a return of like or like around 200%. Definitely around 150% and higher. Um, but on average, a lot of these alts, if we do run back, are probably going to give like around a 300% gain, I think. What's your take on Metacoins and NFTs? I think I think NFTs are cool. They're fine. I don't really care too much about them. Um, I can't understand the concept of buying a picture. And just I mean, because you're essentially buying something and trying to sell it for more, right? There's no utility. There's nothing fundamental about it, right? You're literally just buying something and you're hoping that it goes up in price. You're hoping that there's enough hype behind the project to sell it to somebody else for more money. Um, and that's kind of the issue with NFTs for me, right? At least with the blockchain or with crypto, there's a lot of use cases, right? You have DAOs, you have nodes, you have the tech that goes through it, so you can track everything. You have all the contracts, the smart contracts. Um, you have the use case of it being for like currencies. You have the use case of all the APY that's earned. You have the staking of it. So even though there's no fundamentals of it, like you have with stocks and with companies, there's a lot of use cases and utility with crypto, right? But NFTs, I mean, all you're buying is you're just buying a picture that you're hoping has a lot of hype into it, and you can sell it, a couple of like you can sell it for more money, right? It's like me buying a laptop and hoping that there's a lot of hype for this laptop, and then somebody else buys it for more money, right? So I'm not saying I don't like NFTs. They're pretty cool. I actually own a couple myself. I still have like a lot of the ass NFTs that I bought. Um, we had trouble loading your token balance. You can view blah blah blah. Ah, there we go. Activity. I have. Where do I check my assets? Swap. I have my. So I have a couple. I have a couple NFTs. I have 5 NFTs right now. I have the Alien Secret Society, and I'm holding these for like around a year. I just want to hold them just to see what happens. But I don't think NFTs are really all that great, honestly. Like I don't think NFTs would be like fantastic. Obviously, you can make a lot of money with NFTs. Um, but I'm just that's not like my field of expertise, right? It's just and I look at them and I'm just like, there's really nothing about an NFT. All you're doing is just waiting for somebody to have what is it called? For somebody to potentially buy it for more out of hype. That's really it. It's like when you have small cap stocks like, what is it called? I don't know, like what like when the whole SPAC craze, right? The whole SPACs, whatever, or SPAQs, whatever they are. Um, it's like the whole SPAC craze from 2021. Like you have call it, like it's basically just based on hype, like you're just hoping that somebody else buys it for more money because it's popular, right? And that's one thing that I can't really get behind on, which is kind of the shitty part because um it just it's not something that I think would do. Look at that. Oh, nice. Nas 100 is breaking out again, so that means probably Bitcoin is also breaking out again. So original forecast is still on. Yeah, there you go. See, Bitcoin's still doing pretty okay, but I don't know, man. Bitcoin's not doing all that well. Nas 100 is doing really well. Tyler probably got stopped out already. So shout out to Tyler for shorting the Nas 100 and probably getting stopped out already. Microsoft earnings, please. What do you mean? I mean, Microsoft has earnings on Tuesday, but I don't know what their earnings are. I can't tell you what the earnings are. Sorry, I was drinking water. What do you think about GME calls? I think GME calls are cool if you bought them for like 3 or 4 months out. If you're buying weekly, 2 weeks, or even month out GME calls, I think you're gonna lose money. Cardano 500. I don't think so. I don't think Cardano's ever gonna hit $500. Microsoft earnings. Oh, opinion. Oh yeah, I think Microsoft's gonna kill it. I'm pretty sure Microsoft has killed. I'm pretty sure Microsoft has done well for. Look at that. You have that sell off, right? Look at that. Small little sell off, but we'll come back to the Nas 100. It's doing pretty well so far. Microsoft has killed earnings. I want to say almost every single time. Um, Let me see if I can find. I'm trying to see if I can find like some sort of. I want to find the dates, but TradingView doesn't add them anymore. Settings, probably in the settings. Hmm. Events, show futures, if earnings breaks, show earnings on chart. Yes, I want to see earnings. So it's not showing me the earnings. It's probably not showing me the earnings because it's not live trading. So Microsoft, let me see. Earnings history. Here. We'll go to the Microsoft earnings. You can see, look, there you go. This was earnings for January 26th. It goes all the way back to 2015 up until 2021 of last year. I mean, you can compare what's usually what usually happens. Usually you have an estimated EPS. Um I want to say like 90-95% of the time they beat that EPS, right? Like most of the time. Um I think there hasn't been, I mean, this one, what, April 21st, 2016, you had a little bit of a miss there, probably a match. But yeah, it seems like mostly every single time you have a beat on earnings from Microsoft. And there's no reason for me to think otherwise right now. Um, right? I like to play, especially for earnings on historical, especially when it's a big company like Microsoft. Um, why would you think that Microsoft isn't going to do well? Especially when Microsoft is majorly handled by bigger politicians and the government, right? So they have massive amounts of army contracts or how would you call them, government contracts. So they get a lot of money from government contracts. They get a lot of money from retail. They get a lot of money from commercially. So there's no reason. What is it called? There's no reason for me to think that Microsoft is going to do poorly. I think that Microsoft is going to do well. I think they're going to beat expectations. I think they're going to beat earnings. And I think it's going to be a right in the park for them. They like they always do, right? But again, this is what's expected. So if Microsoft does what's expected, I think the market's going to be stable. I think the market's going to be fine. If Microsoft actually beats earnings, I think there's gonna be a lot of strength in the market. If Microsoft does not beat earnings, I think we're gonna see a bloodbath because I think Microsoft is the strongest contender in the stock market. So, um, but then also there's the other side too, where if Microsoft has really good earnings, that means we're going back to normal, which means the Fed is gonna like probably push the rate hike a little bit faster. They're gonna ease off on the quantitative easing. So every it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? Because it really just depends on what big money wants to do, depending on earnings. I think Microsoft is gonna beat earnings, right? I think they're gonna beat it pretty easily. But when it comes to what is actually going to happen because of those earnings, that's a different story. Because if Microsoft does really poorly, I think the market is crashing. I'll be completely honest with you. If Microsoft has really poor earnings, I think we're going to see a market crash. I think we're going to bleed extremely hard. Um, if Microsoft does really good, there's a chance that the Fed thinks that there's a chance that big money is like, hey, Microsoft's doing really well, which means that everybody else is doing really well. So we're gonna ease off on quantitative easing, and we're probably gonna end up, what is it called, raising the hikes a little bit sooner, or possibly we're possibly gonna have more in 2022. Um, I don't know. I think what should happen with the earnings is Microsoft does the exact same thing as always, and ideally what I would want Microsoft to have for earnings is a beat on expectation, right? So that way it's just normal. There's nothing out of the blue, there's nothing that's not clear to anybody, and there's nothing that scares the market. So as far as what Microsoft is going to do, I think they're going to beat earnings like they always do. Why not? If they don't beat earnings, I think they're going to crash. I think the whole market is going to bleed, and I think it's going to be a very bad day for everybody. um, Nas 100 still running. We can look at Bitcoin right now too. Um, and I think it's going to be very bad for, look at that, trading sideways on a bear trigger since here. So this is very bullish. This is a very bullish signal to me. So hopefully we manage to close another bullish trigger here, and we push to the upside, but we'll see. But yeah, Microsoft, they gotta do normal. They gotta do normal stuff, right? I think as long as Microsoft just stays the normal earnings event, I think we'll be fine. Because if they do too well, or if they completely get destroyed, then I think the market can possibly crash, or it can be extremely horrible. My portfolio is, sorry, I kind of ranted on that for a little bit, so I'll move on to like the next questions, man. I'm sorry. Let me drink a little bit of water because my voice is like going away. Sorry. My portfolio is down 50%. I hold a bunch of small caps and growth stocks. Should I sell and rebalance or hold? Uh, See, the one thing that you probably made a mistake on is holding hold if your majority is mostly small caps and growth, then that was your first mistake, right? Personally, I always like holding blue chip stocks or big tech. I love having Apple, I love having Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Starbucks, Coke, Pepsi, Costco, Chipotle. All that's probably Danny. Danny with the super chat, bro. Thank you. Oh, well, I'll see what Danny wrote right now, but yeah, that's Danny 100%. Um, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say hold. I wouldn't say sell. I would say hold because we don't know what's going to happen on Tuesday. I wouldn't panic about it. Just wait to see what happens on Tuesday with Microsoft earnings and then with Jerome Powell giving the news and speaking, right? So there's no reason for you to get emotional and sell your stuff, at least not yet. Um, I don't see that. I don't see the this bounce on Bitcoin being all that bullish, not yet, right? This I don't see this being extremely bullish at all. Because it's a slight pump, right? You see these pumps generally every other day, right? From 34,580 to 36, like a $2,000 push, right? We did that the other day. We just did that, 34.3 to 36.1. Another, that's a $2,000 push right there. So it's not, it's not a big push, right? The Nas 100 is not a big push either. Um, yeah, I would say hold on at least for a little bit longer. Obviously, it's your money. You can do whatever you want, but if we do recover and if we do end up like going back to all-time highs or something, I would strongly suggest you rebalance when you're in profit or when you're at least break even. Um, rebalance into Apple, into Microsoft, into the SPY, into QQQ. There's no reason for you to hold, 100% growth stocks and small caps because when we have dips like this, you're gonna hurt a lot, and the recovery of these small caps and growth stocks are going to be very slow, or for example the drop is going to be very massive and the recovery is going to be very slow if there's ever a recovery. We'll go with space, right? We'll do this. We'll go with Virgin Galactic Holdings. So obviously everybody knows the story. This was like some crazy I made a pretty good chunk of money with space, but um, here's the thing, right? From November, or actually from June, you've been dropping, right? From November, October, November, even from November. I mean, you dropped from 19 to 18. You dropped 50% from November to $8 where you are now. But from all-time highs, you know, you're down 86% on space, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'll be honest with you, like this kind of drop you only see on growth stocks, or you only see on stuff that can possibly um that would be considered a small cap, right? So that's why I say you should more than likely always hold 70 to 80% blue chips. So at least your portfolio is stable, right? Because in that same time, right, since January, February 2021, you're down 80%, right? Whereas Microsoft, if you would have just bought Microsoft instead, look at that. You would have probably been up 230, 340. You would have been up like 50, 60%. And you wouldn't even feel this, right? You would have probably bought somewhere right here, right? You would have bought like somewhere in this area, somewhere like around 220 or something, right? And you would be at $300, right? So you would have like almost a 50% gain right now, even after this huge loss from 350 to where you are now. So you would still be up like 50%. And that's why I always say, I'm like, it's always a good idea to have blue chips because it keeps your portfolio stable and it keeps it growing in the long term. And you're putting it into actual stable, good growing companies, right? Obviously, the growth in space, um, in Virgin Galactic, you went from like $10 to like $60, right? But if you don't sell at the top, then you're kind of effed because guess what? Now you're essentially back at IPO price, which is like $8 or whatever the price is. And if you bought at those highs, you're down like 90%. So don't rebalance now, Simon. Just keep holding. Wait until you're probably like break even. Rebalance your portfolio to these bigger companies like Starbucks or Costco or Coke, Pepsi, Walmart, Target, things that are actually big and known, and then you can start, messing with your small caps with like a 20% of your portfolio. But don't sell now. There's a lot. There's no reason to sell right now. Just wait, right? Don't do things based off of emotion. But I probably went on that rant a little too long, but we'll go on to something else. Thoughts on mana? Mana? Mana USD, right? Mana. Where's it at? Ooh, definitely broke out of pattern X. Disgusting, bro. Oh, never mind. It wasn't a pattern X. It was just a regular triangle. Recovery. That's like at 7 point something that it dropped. Where's it on the weekly? Weekly still bearish. I mean, it's kind of hard to do TA on the crypto right now because I think it's gonna drop, right? I think you're probably gonna see a lower price. Whoops, sorry. I think mana is probably going down to like $1.50. If I had to take a quick guess right now, I think you're going to see a shot down to 150. That's what I think is going to happen. Unless you have Bitcoin just completely rally out of nowhere, right? But I mean, mana looks like it's going to go down. I don't hold any mana. I don't care too much about mana. I know a lot of people like mana, which is cool. As far as the whole metaverse, all that stuff, I don't really believe in it too much. I don't like it. All the games are pretty shitty. So there's no reason for me to like Mana or what are the other ones? Block or fuck, I don't even know I forgot what they are. The only ones I know are like UFO because of one of my Patreon members. Shout out to Outrageous, by the way. Um, what else? Sand, Sandbox probably. But I don't really hold any metaverse coins, honestly. I don't really like the metaverse. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people. Danny, love you too. Danny, bro. I love that. Danny's always coming in clutch, man. I love I mean, if you're not part of the I'm telling you guys, man, if you're not part of the Patreon, it's cool, right? You don't have to join or anything, but the chats in there are they're freaking hilarious, man. Like I love it because it's kind of limited, right? We're not like I'm never gonna release a Discord, right? Because there's too much going on. If you want to join the Patreon, the link is up here. But it's fun, dude. I love everybody is extremely active on there, but I want to cap it, right? I don't want to have like 10,000 people on there. Like I think if we ever hit right now it's at like 140 or something. I think if the chat ever goes to like 1,000 people, I think I'm gonna cap it and I'm not gonna release anything anymore. Like I'm not gonna open the Patreon to anybody because I don't want it to get too convoluted. I like that it's small like that, because everybody gets to know each other, everybody gets to talk to each other. It's super cool. I love it. Um, but yeah, that's. I mean, it's fun, man. The chat's really fun. I think it's really cool. I'm buying mana like crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think mana's cool. If you like the metaverse and you like all those plays and cool. Personally, myself, see there you go. There you see that drop on Bitcoin, right? You're starting to see that little drop on Bitcoin. Let's look at the Nas. Then I'm kind of expecting the Nas 100 to do the same. Yeah, there you go. See that little drop on Nas also. But you might see a retest here. You're probably just retesting this level and then a run up. But depends how big these candles are, right? But yeah, coins like sand and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't like them too much. I think that, I think for the most part, they have their own place and everything. Um, but I personally don't believe in the metaverse right now. It might be huge in the future. I think right now it's kind of shitty. All the games are crap. So not really, don't really care too much about that. Thoughts on the VIX about to MACD crossing to the upside on the monthly chart. VIX. Those are some big candles on crypto right now, by the way. VIX, sorry, VIX. What does a monthly look like? Monthly looks like monthly looks bearish, honestly. Monthly looks like it's gonna be bearish. On average, you actually have pretty decent bear months on. Was I looking at the minute or the month? Oh, sorry, this is the month. Sorry, the month is bullish. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong time frame. The monthly is bullish. I mean, you can probably expect it to go back to maybe 59. When was this? Oh fuck yeah, it's getting up there. That's a little scary right there. That's kind of scary. The VIX is getting up there, and it barely closed a bullish week last week. So yeah, I would not be surprised for this to just be the start of the VIX going up right now. It looks, yeah, this looks kind of scary, right? Because you had your relative lows here, or sorry, your relative highs, right? You had relative highs for a while, and you actually just broke it recently, right there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more, right? So let's do this, right? You had your relative lows right here, right? You had your relative highs of the VIX right here between May and September. You had another spike here on December, but the spike is actually bigger than your previous relative highs. And you barely closed a bullish week this past week on Friday. Um, I don't know. So this is either we're either at the top right now. Yeah, I would be pretty confident in saying that. So either right now we are literally at the top of the VIX, right? So this is either literally the top, or you come back down to possibly this area, like here somewhere, or you're probably gonna beat out this relative high. Be completely honest with you. You're not gonna stop here. You're not gonna stop at these like December 2021 levels. I think you're gonna keep pushing. If this is not the top for the VIX, you're gonna keep pushing higher. Guarantee it. I guarantee you guys that. Probably to like this level right here. So it's either down from here, or you're gonna go all the way up to probably these relative highs of like May, like April, May, June of 2020. So that definitely does not look good because usually at these levels, yeah, see, usually at these levels when you close a bullish week, you're down here. You're at a 17. You barely closed the bullish week this past Friday. You're already at 30, for the VIX. So I mean, right now you either this is the top and you come back down, or you're gonna beat these relative highs and you're gonna keep running and you're gonna create new relative highs, which is not good because that means that SPY is gonna either like go crazy rally from here, or it's gonna dump to like $400, which is insanely scary, by the way. The SPY is down to $400. You can expect everything to crash extremely hard. Yeah, everything is still. I mean, everything is still bearish on the SPY. The weekly, are we hitting some sort of resistance? No, you already broke it, right? Even on the weekly, look at this. Right on the weekly, you have support right there, right? Look at this. On the weekly, you have support. Support. You already broke that. There's a solid chance we go all the way down to like 20, the 20 on the stochastic. Let me zoom in here, right? So this is me looking at the stochastic, right? You have clear levels of support here on the stochastic. Why does that keep happening? Right? Support, support. I can guarantee you, if I go back before, you have way more support, right? So we'll look at this, right? Support, support, a little bit of support. That's just regular market structure, right? Look at all this, right? Support, support, support. I mean, like you can't even count the times on your hand, on all 10, all two of your hands, right? You can't even count it. There's way more than 10 instances of that, and this on the weekly, right? So I mean, you can probably go back a little bit more. You have more like right here somewhere. Let me see if I can find more. Yeah, so I think you have more like right here. Let me see, like right, possibly there. So we'll get rid of the one on top, right? We'll get rid of this one, and then we'll see where the other one's at. Where we are. Yeah, look at that. I'm telling you. So there's only two things that can happen. Either this is the bottom, right? Either we're literally at the bottom right now and you run back up, or you keep diving, the VIX goes up, and you have your next level of support on the stochastic, like right there somewhere. Let me see. What else do we have? See? Again, same thing, same support down there. So, I'm being honest with you guys right now. Either this is the bottom of the SPY, or we're probably going to see like a $400 SPY. Just looking at the stochastic on the momentum and how much it doesn't look good. Things don't look good right now. It's just kind of insane to think that we can still drop a lot further on everything. Um, let's go back to Bitcoin and the Nas 100. I just want to see how futures are doing. My internet is just it's horrible, dude. I don't know what is wrong with my internet right now. 36, yeah. Bitcoin's already starting its drop. Look at that. It's back at 36K. See? Bitcoin starting its drop back. I'm assuming Nas 100 is probably going to start its drop back. You have a bull trigger here where you're trading down. The 5 minute might actually run a little bit more to the upside. So not completely it's not completely bad yet, but we'll see what happens. We're also looking at this at very small time frames also. So which is one thing that I don't like. I don't like looking at small time frames. I'm more comfortable looking at like the 4 hour, or looking at like the daily or something. Um, but we'll see what happens. Um, but for right now, the minute chart is definitely very entertaining. So we'll stick to the minute chart for now. We'll see how it wants to play out. But look at that. It's indecisive. Look at that. See? Bull trigger, bear, bull, bear, bull. It's very indecisive right now. It doesn't know what to do. So once it actually breaks out to a direction, I think it's going to follow that direction. If it breaks a little bit lower, if I think if it breaks under this level, the support 14,508, I think you're probably going all the way back to here, like 14425. If it breaks above right now, and you break above these relative highs here, you're actually probably going to this trading range that we talked about earlier. Seems like you are, because the 5 minute looks like it wants to close on the bull side, but We'll see what happens right now because I mean, yeah, it broke trend. It hasn't retested yet, so we'll see what happens. I hope that it goes back to this range though, because that would mean that would mean that it has a lot of bull momentum to the upside. Well, shout out to Danny though. I love Danny. Danny D, you're my boy, dude. Have 14,000 of Cardano. Not yet. 14,587 is my stop. 14,587. Did I already break it? 14,587. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Relative highs. Your stop's up here, Tyler. So you're still good to go. Well, let's actually we'll play this. Well, I don't want to say play this with his entry was here somewhere, right? I think his entry his short was like I forgot where his short was, but he'll be stopped out if he's like up here somewhere. Actually, I don't want to do that, but we'll set it up here just to remember. 14,587. Let me see. We'll do that. That's where Tyler's stop loss is. If this actually goes above the price goes above this, we know that Tyler's short is like gone. So we'll see where it goes, man. Tony, we know you have insider info on Microsoft earnings. Dude, don't tell people that because then, everybody's gonna find out that I'm related to Nancy Pelosi and they're gonna go crazy. Tony owns Microsoft and Tesla. I have my dad owns Microsoft and Tesla. I can't believe I'm just seeing these comments. ABT? What is ABT? ABT. Abbott Laboratories? ABT. I have a feeling I know what kind of chart this is, but I don't wanna spoil it. ABT. Oh, ABT is doing kind of okay. I mean, ABT looks like it's honestly ABT trades like a blue chip stock, you know. It looks fantastic. Unless I had like a really horrible like life. Let me see. How long? Damn, how long has this been trading for? Jesus. 2003. Yeah, I don't really care about going back that far. We'll go to the monthly. We'll go to the monthly and see. 7, 4. It was a penny stock? No way. Look at that. 15 cents. Jesus. It was 15 cents at one point, and now it's trading at 125. To whoever held on from 20 cents and is looking at it right now, man, that's basically a crypto. That's basically what cryptos do. I'll tell you guys that right now. ABT looks good, man. I don't understand why anybody would think this would crash hard. ABT looks like it trades like a blue chip stock. I'd probably add this to my portfolio today. This looks fantastic. ABT looks like Apple. It looks like Microsoft. I think ABT looks great. Shiba, your opinion on Shiba? I think Shiba is gonna run as long as Bitcoin runs. I don't think it's gonna run by itself anymore. I think the time of Shiba and Doggy and all that stuff running by themselves, I think that's over. I think everybody's focusing on NFTs right now, so that's where all the money's going to. Are you buying Polygon right now? Yes, I actually just bought Matic. I bought Matic I think like a day ago or so or two or today, I think yesterday. Yeah, I think I bought Matic yesterday. Yeah, 150. I mean, if it goes to, I think Matic's going to like $80 billion valuation or $40 billion. I think I forgot what the actual market cap for Matic is right now, but I think Matic at minimum should be worth $40 billion. So I think I think that's like around $8, 6, 7, $8 for Matic. So I mean, I'm definitely extremely bullish on Matic right now. I think I think it could definitely jump up to like way higher. I'm definitely bullish on Matic. I buy Matic all the time. It's on a daily. What do you think about Apple results on the 27th? They're probably going to kill earnings. They're probably going to beat earnings. Apple's probably going to do really well. Um, Apple earnings history. I want to see what they've done before. But you know what though? Um, their Apple's earnings are yeah, I was gonna say they're very heavily dependent on what is it called on retail spending. And retail spending has been pretty crappy to be honest. Um, so I'd say they probably beat by a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, my guess is my guess is that their actual EPS is gonna match the estimated EPS, or probably do something, or probably beat it by a little bit. See, right? We have the first instance of it matching, which is probably what Q is this? This is Q3, maybe, possibly Q3, and it seems like it's the same thing all around for every single instance of October, or what is it, Q3 earnings? Q3, where's the 10th, 11th? Yeah, it seems like this is gonna be the same thing here, right? So Q3, probably Q3, Q3, possibly Q3, and it seems like the very next instance, you most of the time you have either a match or or a very small beat of earnings. Um, or is this Q4? When is this released? Oh, we're gonna be seeing Q4 results, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think they're gonna beat earnings. Sorry, I was thinking about a different. I was thinking about Q1. Sorry. Yeah, I think Apple's gonna beat earnings. This upcoming this whenever they're gonna be releasing it, because they're gonna be doing Q4. Usually for Q4 they always kill it because it's December and it's where all the holidays, everybody's shopping and stuff. So yeah, I think Apple's gonna do really well. Yo, just got back from a small picnic. Yeah, something good, man. Glad I caught a bit of this live. Sure, but yeah, I mean, I'm still going, bro. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on today. I hope you're still on, dude. I know Danny comes in and out sometimes and stuff, so hopefully, I hope you're doing good, bro. The earnings is all we matters right now. Let's pray good earnings report. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. Going back on earnings is, whether it's good or bad. I think it's bad news all around, because I think good earnings is going to cause the market to not be happy, because that means that the Fed can start tapering. But bad earnings is just bad earnings. So that means that, we're all effed anyways. So it's really funky, man. Like, earnings is a very, very sensitive topic right now, because, like I said, either big tech and everybody kills earnings, and that means that the Fed is going to start tapering faster, and the interest rate hikes are going to happen sooner, or probably more often. But if earnings are bad, then you can expect the same thing that happened with Netflix, where everything just kind of dumped, right? So it's kind of crappy. We're in a very, very, very crappy situation. RKT is fucked. When is it gonna? Yeah, RKT is horrible right now, man. RKT is ridiculous. I have some 2023 calls for RKT, and I'm like bleeding on those. I'm bleeding like 80% on RKT leaps, and I hate it. I think I have like $20 strike for 2023. I don't know how that's gonna happen, especially if interest rate hikes go up. I think RKT is probably gonna drop even lower. Thanks for the advice. I'm probably done with small caps. Small caps are good when you're in a bull rally, right? When everything is bullish, then small caps are fantastic. You can take, like, space, for example. It ran from 8, $10 to like $60, right? Or PLTR, it ran from $8 to like $40. Or Neo, it went from $3 to like $60, right? So small caps and growth stocks are really, really good when you're in a confirmed bull market, right? And as long as you maybe sort of catch the bottom. But personally, I like blue chips because they're pretty stable throughout forever, right? Like, I really doubt that Apple or Amazon or Google or Microsoft are going to go bankrupt tomorrow. So if they do end up dropping, or if we do end up crashing, right, or the market ends up just completely just crashing, right? Then those probably hold up the best, or at least they recover pretty well. So it's just one of those things, right? It's always good to allocate blue chips, because they hold your portfolio very steady, as opposed to growth stocks, or meme stocks, or small caps, where the market drops 10%, all of your stock is down like 30%. It's just how it works. Been accumulating Ecom coin. Vive is the Walmart of NFTs, and unlike most NFTs that will go to zero, these are officially licensed by this. Yeah, actually, I need to buy some. I have a Gate.io account. Ecomi is actually was actually brought up by one of my Patreon members, and he's been loading up like crazy, and I gotta load up like crazy because I've seen how Vive is. Everything is licensed, and I actually think that the Vive or the Veve, whatever you want to call it, I actually think that platform when it becomes available to the blockchain, I think all those things are gonna explode in price, and I think Ecomi is gonna run up like crazy. So I am definitely gonna be buying a huge bag of Ecomi or Ecomi, whatever you want to call it, and I'm more than likely gonna hold that for a while. I have a couple of comics from Vive. I'm trying to grab as many as I possibly can. I'm probably gonna spend a little bit more money because I am expecting everything to go up when everything gets released on the blockchain, which I think it will. Um, yeah, I think everything on Vive is gonna blow up insanely huge, insanely huge. Especially the coin. So I am gonna be loading up on that a lot. Pixie, what's Pixie? Is Pixie like a Pixie? Pixie? Shift Pix? Is that what it is? Shift Pix? Sounds like a small cap. It probably is. Oh yeah, this is. I'm not even gonna look at this chart, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not even gonna look at this chart. It's probably gonna go. It's probably gonna keep going lower. Any chart that looks like this, I automatically think it's going to zero. I'm not even gonna look at the chart. What about MBot, Microbot Medical? Same thing. Same exact thing, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna look at these charts. This is probably going back to like $5.63. I'll tell you that. I don't like charts that look like that. Thoughts on Gala? I think Gala is going to go up. I have a lot of Gala right now, and I think it's going to keep running. But again, it all depends, right? So I mean, everybody can ask me, "Oh, Tony, do a TA on Doggy, do a TA on Shiba, do a TA on Ethereum." It all lands on Bitcoin, man. Unfortunately, right? Look at that. See, you're already back down. You're under 36K. Look at that. Boom. Right? That's why I told you guys. I'm like, I don't want to get too excited because this is probably going to be look at that. Look at that selling pressure, man. Right? Look at that selling pressure. We're basically almost right back. Right? Look at that. You either bounce from here or you're going right back down the trend. See, that's why I don't want to get excited. This probably means the Nas 100 is probably down as well. Oh, it isn't actually. It's not down. Ah, it's still holding steady. Damn, Tyler, if you're still on here, you actually might get stopped out. You actually might see this break to the upside maybe soon. um, so glad I joined today. As BTC was dropping, the one-liners in the chat were killing me. Bart, yeah, dude, the chat is fun, man. I would like to be there as more than more, but there's it's a lot to keep. It's there's a lot to keep up with, man. But yeah, the chat is freaking hilarious, dude. Everybody on there is awesome. And that's why I want to keep it small, I want to keep um my Patreon and the Telegram group like small because if I release a Discord and there's like thousands of people in there, there's no point, man. It gets crazy really fast. And I really like just being able to know everybody. So that's why I don't really like opening up, the chat or the Patreon to too many people and stuff. And eventually I think I am going to cap it. Um just because I like when it's small, but we'll see. We'll see how crazy it actually gets. I'm here late, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on maybe an economic collapse. Do you think it's all even possible to see one this year? No. So this is a direct response to Alan E. No, man, I don't think an economic collapse is going to happen. I think, I think that's more reliant on black swan events. So, obviously one of the first ones was like the dot-com bubble. Second one was the real estate crash of '08. Another one again is what happened with COVID last year. Um, for it to be an economic collapse, it has to be something that's completely drastic, right? And it happens when things are when things are extremely unclear. So COVID was unclear. 2008 was very unclear. The dot-com bubble was very unclear of all the valuations and stuff, which is kind of similar to what's happening right now. Um, as far as an economic collapse, I really doubt that. China actually just lowered their interest rates. So, I think that's going to help the Chinese economy a lot. like a lot. I think all of their market is going to start a rally similar to what we did, to what the U.S. market did last year, March, April 2020, right? Not last year, sorry, 2020. Um, no, I don't think there's going to be an economic collapse this year. I really doubt it. I really doubt that Jerome Powell would want to have that on his name. Um, and I know that they're doing everything possible to not have that happen. Then and they can print money out of their butts, man. So I really doubt that Jerome Powell and Joe Biden are going to let the economy crash. Um, it's also very rare to have the economy crash under a Democratic president. It usually happens under a Republican president, at least like the majority of the time. So just based off of like statistics, there's a very small chance that we actually crash right now just because of also, Joe Biden is under the presidency, right? I'm not gonna get political on this, but it's just it's statistics, right? You guys know that my main my job, my actual real job, right? I'm a programmer, and a lot of it is based. My real job is actually based off of probability and statistics and a lot of math. So that's how I like looking at things. I like looking at things based off of probability and statistics, right? What is the percentage? What are the chances that something can actually happen? As far as an economic collapse, I looking at the factors, looking at Jerome Powell, looking at the economy, looking at what Jerome Powell has said before in the past, what they're actually capable of. Look what happened from 2020 to now. Markets are at an insanely record high. You don't think they'll do that again? 100% they'll do that again. 100%. Right? It'll be more controlled, but they can do that at the blink of an eye. So definitely no. I think there's like a 1% chance, probably even 0% chance of an economic collapse unless there's some sort of black swan event where all of the US closes down, or you have, I don't know, Jerome Powell dies or something, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it has to be some crazy catastrophic event for the market to crash and for the economy to collapse. I really doubt that's going to happen. Check out the weekly RSI. It's a horrible company. But I'll do you a solid because I love you, bro. Wish Lou. Let's take a wish, bro. Oh, sorry. What the heck? Oops, wrong ticker. Sorry, Lou. Give me a second, bro. There we go. Lou, 247. Jesus. God, what a horrible looking chart. And I'm pretty sure I already had something like this, right? Did I? Did I have a target for this? I did. I had $3. Oh, sorry, $4.48. I had a target of $4.48 on this, which hit. Obviously, it hit because the whole freaking market collapsed. But yeah, it hit back here on October 7th. Wow, that actually went extremely lower. What about the weekly? Weekly looks horrible. I would not invest in Wish right now. The weekly looks horrible. The monthly looks, I don't even care about the monthly. The weekly looks disgusting. Look at this. Bullish cycle when you're trading down, you're gonna see Wish way lower. No way this stops at 247. Wish is gonna go down lower. Guarantee it. Guarantee you 100%. Keep buying puts on Wish even if the market recovers. No way it's gonna recover. Wish is gonna go lower. Can you have a look at Veracity VRA? Veracity. That's a crypto, right? Pretty sure that's a crypto. Yeah, there we go. Pretty sure I've seen it before. Yeah, crypto. Veracity. Uh, I mean, if I was just looking at technicals, I would say buy now. Like literally, like it's probably a really good entry right now. Um, no idea what they do though. No idea what they do. But I would probably say entry right now. It's not gonna do anything unless Bitcoin recovers. I guarantee you that. Unless what the hell? Unless Bitcoin starts recovering, you're not going to see any movements from any crypto at all. Look at that, right? Consistently going down, right? Boom, you ran up, came right back down. That's why I never get my hopes up on Bitcoin right now because I've seen how high the selling pressure is, and I can guarantee you there's already a 0.618 drop, lower than 0.618. Oh, it's right on 618. So I mean, you can definitely see a push from here, but I don't have my hopes up right now. Definitely do not have my hopes up right now because I hate everything that Bitcoin is right now. Everything that it stands for, I absolutely hate crypto. I mean, Bitcoin. Yeah, if you do see a pump, I think it happens right now. What the hell? Oh, gotta get rid of that. Sorry. Yeah, if Bitcoin does push up, I think it's gonna push up right now. I think you'll see it push back up to like, I don't know, maybe like here somewhere. No idea. But if Bitcoin does push, I think it's gonna start pushing now. Otherwise, it's gonna go back to trend. Nas is still doing good. I gotta give props to Nas 100 because I think you're going back on range. I think there's a really high chance that you just keep running up over here. And I think Tyler is gonna get stopped out. I'm like 95% sure that Tyler is gonna get stopped out. I don't think the Nas 100 drops from here. I think you're gonna drop. I think you're gonna go up on range, and I think you're gonna break this 14,587, and I think Tyler's gonna get stopped out in a short. Check out the weekly RSI. Wish wants to break out. New CEO incoming might be ex Walmart executive. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I would still short Wish. I don't think Wish is gonna do all that well soon, unless there's like some crazy like unless there's like some crazy new news. I don't think the CEO being replaced is gonna really do much. I think there's already a lot of shorts on it, so I don't know. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't risk it. There's better plays out. There's better opportunities there. What's your favorite food? Um, favorite food. Sorry, I gotta drink water because my throat is like drying out. Um, Someone's probably gonna record that and take that out of context. Favorite food. Um, I actually my favorite food is actually a food. It's called chiles rellenos. It's a Mexican dish where you basically have like a very big um what do you call it in Spanish? This I'll show you right now, Simon. Chile. Whoops. Chile relleno. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I spelled it wrong. This. So these are chiles rellenos, right? This is my favorite food right here. And I'll tell you, man, there's nobody that makes it better than my mom. I'll tell you guys that right now. There's this one restaurant nearby that I've had that's actually been the best chile relleno I've ever had in my life. I'm not gonna say where it's at, but I've never had a chile relleno that's better than either my mom makes it or or that restaurant, which is absolutely insanely good. But yeah, that's I mean, you guys have probably never heard of that maybe that dish or not, but yeah, it's good, man. Try it. If you guys ever go to a Mexican restaurant, ask for the chile relleno. You guys will probably enjoy it. I got some Vicks at like 15 for Fool's Insurance. That's probably a good idea. Buying Vicks at 15 is pretty good. I think Vicks has a really, unfortunately, Vicks has a pretty good shot at at getting extremely high. Let me see. Let's go down to the weekly. Hold up. What did we say? Yeah, daily. Yeah, we'll go to the daily. Yeah, unfortunately, VIX has a very good chance at breaking this 40 level. You know, either we're at the top and we're gonna come back down, or I think it's going straight to 40. If you touch 33, that would be another good entry right there because I think it's gonna keep running. I don't think it's gonna stop at this relative high. VIX looks like it wants to keep running, man. Remember, 100% of the VIX gaps have filled. Oh, really? Wait, do we have another gap? There's a gap. I don't think we have any more gaps, right? Who said that? Danny? Oh yeah, Danny. Danny, do we have any more gaps? I don't think I can see any gaps right now on the VIX. I'm trying to look. I mean, you have a gap here. This one already got filled here. All these gaps already got filled daily. Do we have a gap anywhere else? Anywhere higher? Any gaps over here? Gaps over here? Gap, gap. We don't have any gaps over here. Gaps over here. We don't have any gaps. Danny, do we have any gaps, bro? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we have any gaps anywhere else, right? Let me let me do this. I'm trying to find if we have any more gaps anywhere. It doesn't look like we do. This is back to 2003. Yeah, it's super low. I don't think we have any more gaps, right? It was just down here. I don't see any more gaps on this side. Ow, my head. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any more gaps. This gap got filled back on December 20th. That was the last gap that we made. I don't think there's any more gaps unless there was something recent that happened. Oh shit. We do have a gap. Oh, Danny, you're freaking beautiful, bro. Oh, oh, look at that. We have a gap here at 20. Well, looks like we're gonna end up filling this. What is the average? What is the average gap time fill? Let me check. Oh, that is beautiful, dude. Thank you for that. Let me see. So this got created here. When did it get filled? It got filled 14 days later. This one got created here. It got filled. Yeah, so I think the average fill on a VIX gap is about 2 weeks. I feel like this one has already been going for a while. 14 days. Oh, dude, Danny, you're amazing, bro. January 28th. Look at that. $5 says that this gap gets filled by January 28th. That is ridiculous. When did this one get filled? Gap, we have gap here. Actually, let me test this out. This one seems a lot longer. This one got filled 20 in 26 days. So that one's a lot longer. This one got filled. Let me see. This one didn't get filled for a while. This one got filled till here. This one got filled in 48 days. So that one definitely took a while. So yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe it's not the 14 days, but there it's gonna get filled. We're gonna come back down here. I would say with in like the next, I don't know, what's the latest? Let me see, 48 days. 48 days. 48 days. There we go. I would say March 3rd. Damn, that sucks. So this actually might get filled by March 3rd. Latest, maybe. It seems like by March this actually might get filled. Holy crap. I think that's what me Kevin said. I think he was saying something about March. Hey Tony, let me see. Whoops. Oh, what happened? I just got. Do you really think Apple is gonna buy Peloton? I think it's likely. I think it's very, very likely. Um, I think it's extremely likely. I think Apple was already doing, was already running competition. Um, uh, Apple was already running some sort of not some sort of competition, but Apple was already doing like competition against Peloton that they wanted to do. Um, but what is it called? This would save them a lot of time and effort, right? If they were to actually do some sort of, if they were to just buy Peloton outright, they would probably be able to just integrate their own software and all the Apple ecosystem into Peloton instead of creating a competitive market, right? So you already have these thousands, if not millions, of Pelotons out in the world. And all they got to do is just integrate. Probably they can integrate their Apple Watch, the phone, the Apple TV. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can happen with Apple buying Peloton out. Peloton. I think it's extremely likely that it happens. And I would 100% buy Peloton in my portfolio if Apple does buy them out, because I think Apple can do some ridiculously awesome things with Peloton. There's a lot of things that can happen. Let me see. Well, man, there's a lot of people commenting, bro. 140. Damn, I'll probably stay on for like another 20 minutes and then I'll get off because I've been going for 2 hours strong now. I don't want to be on. I don't want to be on for too long. SPY carries the top 500 companies that are the backbone of the US. Yeah, for sure. Can you chart Neo, please? As long as the SPY goes down and the market is down, I think Neo's going to go down. I was extremely bullish on Neo, though. I'll be completely honest. I was actually really bullish on Neo. See, I actually thought Neo was going to run to $50, but it got canceled out because of the market drop. And I can guarantee you that if the market starts recovering, Neo's probably going to break this trend and go to $50. I'm not really going to chart Neo. As long as the market is down, Neo's down. Not really going to do, it's kind of hard to do TA on stuff that is um that's reacting to the market, right? Like BBIG, for example, it reacted on the opposite direction, right? Where did I say it was going to go last time? I think I said it was going to go to like five. Yeah, it went to $5. I think the last time I did a TA on this, um, I think I said that BBIG was going to go to like 385, 430 or something. But yeah, it hit $5. I wish I kept my TA on this. I think I deleted it. But it looks like, what is this? This is 618 retracement. It broke trend. I don't know. There's it's probably gonna keep going lower. Oh wait, no, it's on support right now. It's on resist. Yeah, yeah, the hour is bullish. Where's the 4 hour? The 4 hour, it's weakening. The daily is bearish. Oh, that sucks. The weekly is, yeah, I'd say down. I'd say the peak is probably here at 538, where it was this past week. Yeah, I'd say the peak is here. I think it's gonna go back down to this area. It's probably going back down to like $2.40, to be completely honest. Shorted at 4475 and 4450. Pray for my shorts. Oh wait, let's go back and check. I want to see where the NOS is at right now. Where is it? Is it still recovering? Or did it, I think it dropped, right? Let me see. Where's it at? It's trading sideways. So that's I mean, if anything, that looks like bullish momentum to me. Look at that, right? It started its sideways trading at 1335 right here. And it's really up on that, right? So when it actually closes a bullish candle, I'm sorry, a bullish trigger, I think you might see it push up. I mean, it's coming back down now. Uh-oh, that's kind of scary. 15 minutes. 15. Oh, it just closed the 15-minute bear trigger. Oof. Actually, I would probably take the Nas 100. Oh, crap. You know what? Whatever. I'm taking a short right now. Damn you, Tyler. Actually, let me adjust this because it did close that 15-minute. Unfortunately, short, short. We'll do the trade here. I hope I get stopped out. Right, that's what I want. I want to get stopped out. Actually, we'll do relative highs, so right there, and then we'll do lows of possibly like right here. More than like, should I take? No, you know what? No, I'm FOMOing into this. I'm not gonna take the trade. I was gonna take the trade right now, but I don't want to FOMO into this. We'll leave it open. We'll leave it open just in case. My stop loss is gonna be a little bit higher than Tyler's, just to kind of fuck with them a little bit, just to like mess with them a bit. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take this. It looks like it's probably gonna keep running. Look at that. I'm waiting for that 5 minute bull trigger. As soon as that happens, I think we're gonna push up again. I think you might push pretty nicely. We'll go from here. Wait, oh, whoops. Wrong. Oh, my forecast. From lows of here. Highs of highs of here. We'll do that. We'll do these lows. Actually, let me run it a little bit here so we can see it. I think my forecast is probably gonna be 2 days, 2 hours, 5 minutes. We'll go with 2 hours, 5 minutes. We'll do 2 hours, 5 minutes, or whatever. I'll do like this. Seems like too long. 121. 8. We'll do that. That's my forecast right now. I think this is where Nas 100 is headed to. Right there. Right there. We'll see. I'm waiting for that bull confirmation. But let's keep going through the chat because it's almost 2 hours in. Almost 2 hours in. What's a blue chip stock? A blue chip stock is so I don't really know why they call them blue chips. I think it's a Vegas term. I think blue chips are like, I don't know, something with like $100. Let me see. How much is a blue chip worth? We'll do $10. Number of chips, one. I guess that doesn't. I don't know. Anyways, blue chip stocks are basically like the big boy stocks. So Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google. They're essentially what you call a company that's stable and maintained and growing. So you can consider blue chip stocks like Starbucks, Walmart, Target, Costco, Chipotle, Adobe. Like I said, all the big tech like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, uh, maybe BA, even though it's been pretty crappy lately. Probably Baba up there as well. That would be considered a blue chip. Starbucks, Pepsi, anything that's relatively stable and that's very well known, and that it's probably gonna be here in like 10 years. That's what you would it's an easy answer. If you have to ask yourself, is this company gonna be here in 10 years? If the answer is immediately a yes, more than likely there's a very high probability that it's gonna be considered a blue chip stock. More than likely, it's going to be all the companies that are, like I said, Microsoft, Apple, Starbucks, Walmart, things like that. Rode Apple at 125 to 181, over 200%, got out just on time before it dropped. Nice, man. That was a really good play, dude. Working on dinner, good, man. I actually probably actually just had dinner with my wife, so it's Tony dinner. Leave that conversation for the chat, man. If you got time, you mind looking at USDZAR right on trend from my end, just waiting for entry USDZAR. Yeah. Let me see. Well, that's right. I completely forgot that Forex is open right now. I gotta look at the good stuff. I think it's, oh, look, actually had a short on USDZAR that just hit. Like, when? January 21st, so Friday. Sorry, but yeah. I forgot to tell. So if you're on the chat, you guys know that my main trading is Forex. And I actually did this trade right here on USDZAR a while back. But it actually just hit. I guess I gotta look at my account. I just made more money. So super happy that hit. Took the trade over here. Took it all the way down to right there. So that means that it hit on Friday. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, usually when I take my trades, I don't even look at my trades. I just do the stuff and then I come back to happy news of me making cash. So I'm extremely happy with that. USDs are, I mean, you're definitely divergent. You have all your trend points. Trend, right? We're on fourth touch, right? Which is pretty good. Although I would not want USD ZAR to actually hit. Why is where's my 50 and 200 MA? Oh, you know what? I took it off. Let's go with my Forex MAs. You're kind of weighted on the bear side, right? A little bit. Secret settings, right? Secret settings triggered on December 13th to short it here, all the way down. See, secret settings got triggered here, October 25th to buy here, wrote it all the way up, right? Secret settings triggered on October 11th, secret settings all the way down, right? Buy entry was right here. We could have wrote it up here. These secret settings are freaking amazing, bro. Jesus. By the way, if you want the secret settings, join the Patreon. I'm still testing them out, but obviously this looks amazing. Obviously they're awesome, right? Because you would have taken your short right there. Your buy entry, your buy entry would have been right here, right? You would have sold right there. Again, buy entry would have been right here, and you would have sold right here, right there. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Look how amazing that is, right? You would have sold here to there, bought here. Well, actually, not. You would have actually not taken a trade there. That wouldn't have been a trade. Whoops. Get rid of this, right? You would have actually taken your trade from here to here, right? Taking a long from here to there, taking a short from here to here, from here to there. You would have entered here in the market. More, you would have ridden this up all the way to here, more than likely, possibly right here, more than likely here. You would have taken your short at the same place here, and you would have still be riding this all the way down. Jesus, dude, how many pips is that? These secret settings are freaking ridiculous, dude. Still in testing, by the way. Nobody take these trades. Nobody respond to the secret settings. Um, Secret settings are still in testing, but they are pretty damn ridiculous. And I think Danny's actually running them right now. I think he's doing. I think he was actually running them for a little bit, but I think I'm pretty sure they repaint. I'm trying to find a really good way of keeping them nice and steady. So we'll see. Again, still testing. Nobody try it. USDs I mean, you're pretty good, right? You're pretty solid. You're on oversold, right? You're pretty good. What's the retrace on this? What is it, like 618? Dude, this looks like a perfect trade, right? You're on 618 retracement, and the 50 MA is over the 200. You see, is there structure? Let me see. Let me get rid of this. Do we have? And this is all stuff that I teach on the Patreon, right? How to do this. Yeah, market structure there. A little bit there. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's more important structure, right? So you have a little bit of structure there, structure here, structure. Yeah, I mean, I would say that's enough to run it. Yeah, looks pretty solid. Yeah, see, plenty of structure here. So, yeah, I'd say this trade is good to go, bro. USDs are. I'd say this trade is good to go. I'd probably set it up like, let me see, relative lows. Here, we'll run the high. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Trend, set it up here. Probably run it up to there. That. We'll do this, do that. Then, you guys already, if you're part of the Patreon, you guys know why I do this. Everybody knows what's going on. By the way, if you want to learn how to trade the way that I trade divergence, feel like I said, join the Patreon, bro. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Structure, I'd say there's a lot of structure in the middle, probably more up top. I got to go back a little bit further, actually. Is there anything back here? Oh, there's actually a pretty good amount on the first. Damn, how far back do I got to go? I'm already back in like early 2000s, bro. What the heck? Oh, you know why? Because I'm freaking using the daily. That's why. Here, here. You know what? I feel like you can probably run it to the 0.414 or 0.618 on the forecast. I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of structure in all of these. There's a lot of um it seems pretty even. Honestly, any single point wouldn't be that bad. I think they all kind of hit. I think for safety reasons, you can probably run it to like 16.901 as take profit, probably. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty comfortable with that. I'd say to be safe, probably run it to the low forecast because we never know, right? I'd rather be safe than sorry. So obviously we'll take it right now, right here. And this is basically how I trade. So I'm basically giving you guys all like a free class on how I take my trades on Forex. And you have a R&R of 6.23. You should be good to go. As long as it's a two, as long as minimum, as long as it's a two R&R, you should be good, right? You have your stop loss at 14.80983. Take profit at 16.904. Probably if you end up hitting this level, maybe put your stop loss up here just in case. And then if it does end up passing this level, um, and the MAs are still good. If you still have the 50 above the 200 when you're up here, I'd probably say move your stop loss up here and then let it run. And then if it actually comes back down, then obviously you still get out at the same zone that you were gonna get out originally. So I'd say watch it, right? I'd say maybe put an alert on this if it actually does pass it, and if it does pass this one too, probably put a stop loss here just in case. That way you don't lose money. But yeah, this is basically your trade right there. USDZR. I'm probably gonna take that trade today. I'll take that USDZR trade with you. Um, Let me see. I love chile rellenos. Yeah, dude, Drea and Danny. Yeah, dude, chile rellenos are super dope, man. My wife loves those as she is Vietnamese. Yeah, chiles rellenos. I think everybody likes chiles rellenos, man. I don't know. Everybody that I asked that's tried them always ends up liking them a lot. So I mean, I always recommend it whenever I'm out with somebody and they've never had it before. I always recommend chiles rellenos. They're pretty good. I thought that was a hatch green chili, maybe. You did say before that if AMC got to 20, you would buy a ton for fool's insurance. Are you still doing that? If it goes to, I think right now I'm not gonna buy any because the market is has been dropping so heavily. Um, so I think I will buy AMC. I'm probably gonna get into AMC. Um, More than likely, I'll probably buy if it dips a little bit lower, just because I do think that AMC has a lot more room to run lower. So we'll see what happens. Why is this? Oops. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on right here. Templates. There we go. That's what I needed. It closed. They closed bullish, so we'll see what happens right now on the Nas 100. Oh, it's dropping. It's dropping like it's dropping it like it's hot right now. It's gonna close bearish in 4 minutes, but we'll see. Tyler's still in the game. Did you or anyone in here buy a Meet Kevin course? Buster? No, man. I've never bought anybody's course. I don't trust any trader but myself, to be honest. I don't like listening to other people. I mean, if I lose money, it's gonna be on my own because of my own TA and stuff or my own decisions. Um, I don't really listen to anybody else. I listen. There's one or two people that I listen to for trading, and none of you guys have probably ever heard of them. None of you probably will. But yeah, I don't listen to me, Kevin, or I've never purchased anybody's courses. Thank you, Tony, for everything. You're welcome, man. W, you're welcome. I hope whatever I did, it did really good. Hey Buster, yeah, I have the stock and analysis. Alan, how do you feel about him liquidating his? Oh, that's right. Me, Kevin did the whole liquidation, right? Oh, dude, you should have. Damn it, you should have left it on, Alan. You shouldn't have deleted your messages. I wanted to see that. Yeah, the whole Meet Kevin thing of him liquidating and stuff. If we're gonna get into it, I think that Meet Kevin actually had a lot of margin, more than he actually let out to have. So I think that's why he actually sold a lot of his position, or all of his positions, because I think that he was definitely he had a lot of margin. So we'll see. What's your take on Affirm? I think Affirm's a really good company, but I think it's bleeding right now. And I would 100%, um I would 100%, what is it called? Buy Affirm for my long term. Do you post your forex trades in Discord? No, I don't. I teach my Patreon members how to trade the way that I do so they can trade themselves. I'm not a signal. I'm not somebody who releases signals, all that stuff. I retracted to respect your comment thread in my bad. Oh no, that's cool, man. You can leave the comments if you want. I actually saw his video, and I still don't know what to think about it. I just think personally, I think Meet Kevin sold everything that he had, because he was a little bit more on margin than what he initially, said that he was, right? But again, I don't know what he does. He obviously he's a lot more successful than I am, right? So he has his reasons for selling. He has a lot more money than I do. Um, but that's what I think. I think he built up a lot of margin, and I think he had a very risk on position, and I think that's why he sold, because he didn't want to be too risky with his money, which I understand, right? But I know that a lot of his members and a lot of the people that watch him were pretty upset because he basically did a 180 on everybody, and I don't know. I don't want to get too into it because me, Kevin is cool and stuff, but I don't really listen to anybody else, so we'll keep it at that. Um, yeah, but going back to that, I do not post my trades on my Telegram or my Discord or the chat, whatever. I teach people how to trade. I'm not a signal service. I would never be a signal service. I think it's not the way to go. I mean, obviously, if people make money, that's fantastic, but I'm more worried about me making money than other people making money, right? So, as far as that, no, I don't do signals. I kind of trade. I mean, I make more money trading myself than I do with like anything else that I have, like any like YouTube or Patreon, whatever. I mean, I make more money just trading myself. So there's no reason for me to do like signals or anything. I don't think I would ever do that. It's too much responsibility, man. Too much time, also too much of an effort. Hmm. You think a firm can reach the 52-week low this coming month? It depends how bad the market is. Look at that. Look at that jump on Nas. Look at that. Right after that 5 minute bullish close. Look at that. Boom. It's pushing. Watch Tyler. Watch Tyler get stopped out. We're gonna watch Tyler get stopped out right now, dude. Five, four, three, two, one. That's one more bullish candle on the 5 minute. One more bullish candle on the 5 minute. What is the 1 minute showing us right now? 1 minute is showing us it's still bullish-ish. Yeah, I think Tyler's gonna get stopped out. I think Nas is gonna break this level here. Look at that. That's a nice little. That's a pretty little candle right there. But we'll see. A firm, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a firm. I think that's the last one that I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna go. I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. So I gotta make sure to do that. Yes. Immediate answer is yes. I think a firm's going to $52. 52, 55, 52, 46. Yeah, I think there's a strong chance that it keeps dropping. It might throw a wick down 4 hour. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, it's going there. I think it's probably headed to $52 tomorrow. Tomorrow or Tuesday, I think a firm's headed to $52. It just did a violent close on the 4 hours. So yeah, I can see $52 tomorrow at open. With that being said, guys, thank you everybody for coming on the chats. Thank you everybody for staying on for 2 hours now. I'm gonna log off because I gotta go to the bathroom and I gotta go handle some stuff with my wife and my daughter. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will be making more videos as soon as futures are open. I will be making more videos, just to kind of keep you guys updated. Um, and we'll see what happens. Very important days to remember are Tuesday for Microsoft and also for Jerome Powell speaking. And keep clear of this. What is it called? Of this 14587 resistance, so that Tyler can get stopped out of his short. So we know with that being said, we'll see what happens. It does look like it's not breaking these relative highs, so it might want to come back down from here. We'll see. But so far, things are looking pretty okay. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for logging on, and I will see you guys on the next live and the next video. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.